Hi, Tony Selzer here. Welcome to the line. You know, we got a real special show today. I rarely get the chance to work with nonprofits, and when I do, I normally kind of get frustrated with them. I'm like, God, you guys, your messaging and your packaging and your story, it's got to go beyond the mission. It's got to connect and it's got to get shaped. And this company, this organization that I got on the show today, I mean, they really have pulled everything together. I mean, the mission, the how, the why, the whole thing, the story is so easy to get your head around and so easy to get engaged in. Rocksteady Boxing is really on a mission to cure, or even not to really cure, but to help people with Parkinson really improve the quality of their life and gain some of that back for the rest of their life. And I've got Kristina on, who's really part founder and part one of the head coach there, the person that's making everything happen, the program. Talk to me how this whole thing came about. I mean, this is like something this simple and smart doesn't happen that easy.
Well, thank you for having me on, and I gotta give a lot of credit to the actual founder of the organization, Scott Newman, for thinking up this crazy concept and pulling me along for the ride, and also to the other amazing staff people who have really made this thing blow up in the last 8 years. It's been a lot of fun.
So how'd you get involved?
Well, actually, I have a background in boxing. I was a professional fighter for about 10 years and was still actively competing when I was approached by a man named Scott Newman, who was the former prosecutor of Marion County, which is here in Indianapolis, who was diagnosed with Parkinson's at the age of 39 and discovered through a mutual friend that using boxing training to help as a therapy to combat his symptoms made an absolutely huge difference in his life.
Wow.
And he thought that if the boxing concept for fitness worked for him, then it would probably work for other people too. And he contacted me to see if I want to be a part of it. And I said, absolutely. This sounds like a lot of fun.
So how did it go from, an idea to really starting to almost spread and become a franchise and a nonprofit that really took on a whole nother meaning? I mean, because, you guys have got some amazing pros. Walk me through that process a little bit, Kristina.
Yeah, and it's really been, it's all just kind of happened. We weren't sure if this concept would work. We didn't know if it would work for everybody, and then we certainly didn't know if it would work for people that were in later stage Parkinson's and people that were a little bit older. So what we've done throughout the years is we've created a program that works for any different level of Parkinson's disease, any level of fitness, any age. We run 4 different levels of classes. It's kind of a hybrid program of boxing at its foundation, but then a lot of circuit training, functional fitness, anything that we know helps people with Parkinson's, we kind of mix all that in there. And it's just really an interesting concept. So when the media grabbed hold of this concept, people started calling us from all over the country and then from all over the world, assuming that we had franchises and programs outside of Indianapolis, and we didn't. So we were fortunate to get some money together to hire more staff to really take this thing to the next level and create an affiliation program where we can train other trainers, other people interested in doing what we do using the Rocksteady method to help other people. So we've got now 33 affiliates throughout the world, and we're hoping that number keeps growing because we got a lot of work still to do.
Well, I mean, not only is it a powerful methodology, but the message and then the stories that come out of that, it really is contagious. It reminds me of that idea, never underestimate the power of an idea whose time has come, right? And I think that's kind of what you guys are doing. You have this idea that you just really had to get out of the way of it and then share it, and it was so resonant with everybody that they helped you spread it and share it. And the brilliance and the design of the simplicity of it has brought everybody together to make it, that combination of all the above. So I get, as a marketer, I was immediately drawn to it. I got it. I got it on a basic level, and then I got it on the levels beyond that. and then the fact that it works. I mean, the stories that you have of making impact in these people's lives. I mean, tell us what are some of the things that you've changed people's lives doing.
Well, I think one of the main things, one of the biggest issues for people that are diagnosed with Parkinson's disease that's not talked about as much as it should be, is the depression and the anxiety and the isolation. The fear, being told that you've been diagnosed with an incurable disease. Up until programs like this existed, people were handed a handful of medications and some brochures and told, do the best you can. Now, people are being told at the day of diagnosis that you've got, positive life changes, combination of that, support groups, the right kind of medications, and forced intense exercise can make a world of difference in this disease and really can prolong the onset of symptoms for a very long time and give people a quality of life for much, much longer than we knew years ago. And I think just the concept of being able to do something for yourself is really empowering to know that, okay, if I can take the medications and do what the doctors are telling me and get in some kind of an exercise regimen, that's pretty empowering for people. And I think that's the message and the movement that we're trying to spread, is that you don't have to just sit around and wait for this disease to take over your life. You can actually get up and you can fight back and do something about it. And that's just really, really cool. And, I hope that message spreads to other diseases. But obviously there's a different way, there's different types of exercise to approach different types of diseases, but we're pretty confident and have actually some medical proof now behind this program and the way that we're combating the symptoms of Parkinson's, and we're really proud of that. But it's an ever-growing model, and we're always learning from other people. And that's really exciting also, that it just keeps changing, keeps getting better, and keeps affecting more people.
The way when I was a coach in another life, the power is really in the path, right? I mean, you're giving people a path to fight, to improve their lives, to have some kind of autonomy over something that feels like it's been taken from them, and giving them that path, just giving them that plan and that way to fight and to get some of their life back. I mean, that's what's been ripped from them. And for you to do that is, to not only improve the quality of lives of people that are going to live a long time, but just the person that's going to get, a few good years with their family and enjoy that time rather than living it in depression. I mean, what a gift. What a gift to be able to do that every day. So my hat's off to you. It's an awesome organization. What's the one word that you would say that is most inspired you in working with these people?
Hope.
Yeah.
And it's a message that's written on our walls here. It's all over our website. Again, being told you've been diagnosed with this disease can stem a lot of hopelessness in the individual and in their families. But in your words, to be able to provide a path and a plan for them to be able to follow, to fight back, that we know works, that we know is going to make a big difference in their life, just spawns a lot of hope. And that's what this place is all about. It's a lot of hard work, and we know that, but it's also our job as an organization to make this thing really fun, really engaging, and to be just as socially and emotionally beneficial as it is physically. And that combination is what makes this thing work. And we've got a lot of good things we want to teach people that are interested in doing what we're doing, and hope that it keeps catching on.
One of my favorite things, my favorite new words is missionpreneur. And you guys are doing it at Rocksteady Boxing. Thanks so much. Thanks for what you do every day.
Appreciate the opportunity to be on your show today. Thanks for spreading the love.
Thanks, Kristina.